Yeah. Whoa, 13 watchers. Hello, guys. Now the screen is just black, so I need to... Okay, thank you, Nordic Beast. Ah. So, here we go. To you guys who haven't been here before, I'm gonna stream this Twitch with... I'm gonna use 2 of those level 13 amplifiers. And these amplifiers, what's going down? Like I said, I'm gonna do 2 of these. And these have an efficiency of 100, so if I'm not mistaken, this means that you get 100 times the deposit, but it also costs 100 times as much to drop them. So every time I make a drop, I risk around 25 ped, so every second drop I need to get 50 ped the global, or I will lose. And when I counted on it last time, I realized that I get around, I need to get around 920 ped after this round is over to break even. Cam audio out of sync. Okay, wait, I can change this. Is this better? So now try to peel with the options, and the sound should be better now. Is it still out of sync because I changed some delay settings? But anyway, I'm going to use 2 of those, so that's the thing. And my equipment is, aside from the aside from the amplifier, is this Simplex TK120 Seeker, which has an average search depth of around 700. The market value of these is kind of high, around 170%, but they only decay a few peck every time you click, so if you use an amplifier it's nothing. If you mine with them unamped, on the other hand, it might cost you a lot. So I hope that my audio is better now that it's not out of sync anymore, because I changed the settings. So I'm going to drop the first probe. You're just gonna notice it in the chat. Here comes the first probe. And I'm mining east of Omegaton Industries. Omegaton West Habitat, I mean. I've never mined here before. I probably have a long time ago. It's no area that I usually mine, so we'll see what happens. I have no idea what to expect here. So, first probe, prospecting skill gain. Let's see if something exciting happens. No resources. Starts out well. Also, guys, if you make a donation, or if you are following me while I'm doing this streaming, you're gonna get a little notice in the lower left corner. So if you wanna shine for a bit, go ahead and do it while the stream is on, because if you do it after the stream, you won't get any notices or anything. It's just a fun little fact if you wanted to know. And if you didn't want to know, you got to know it anyway. So here we go, second probe, hopefully gonna be a little bit better. And that I might actually find something. The worst run I've ever had, I think, was 1 or 2 finds on an entire... I think it was 1 or 2 finds in one entire... Then I was only doing 1 amp. And then I found 2 deposits, I think. And that was a huge loss. I wasted like 450 ped or something for the amp, plus probes, so around 480. And I only got like 40 ped back, so that was the worst thing I've ever been experiencing while I've been mining. So here we go, probe number 3. And sorry about the flickering background, it's my graphic card that's acting up. It's been like this, whoa, Lausarium stone for 71 ped. I'm still at a loss though, because I need to find one every second probe. So if I get something the next probe, it means that I'm going to be breaking even again. So I just hope I get something on my next one. The driller I'm using is not the crafted ones, it's a Genesis Star Earth Excavator. It's not as quick as the crafted one, but it's much more economical. I really wanted to have a modified or improved one. I don't remember which one was the best, but they're expensive, so that's not gonna happen. Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna move my webcam a little bit. There we go. I think it was out of focus. So, how many of you guys have been here watching this stream before? And how many of you are new? Oh, by the way, right now I'm having songs on from Project Entropia when this game was old. So that's the kind of songs you're hearing. You might not have heard them in game before. This is really the most exciting part. Thank you. What do you think of my YouTube movies then? Have you watched all of them? Which doesn't say much, but I have a lot of them. I think I have around 15 videos in Entropia. If you don't count my mining videos, I probably have like 10 videos or something that are Entropia universe related. I'm not sure. I might have more, because I have some old ones which I didn't hardly do any editing in. I just put them up and that's it. Oh, by the way, I was asking about this on the forum, but I didn't get any response. Do you prefer to see me doing this live, or do you actually prefer when I do my videos and edit them? Because right now it's obviously more exciting because nobody knows the outcome. But the drawback with this is that I can't cut this down or edit it or anything. So if I do like this, I have to put the entire stream up on YouTube. Thank you, Nordic Beast. Isn't Nordic Beast Nordic Beard? Oh, okay, never mind then, I read wrong. Because I know there is an ale called Nordic Mist which has 2 dots on, which in Sweden is pronounced ö. So when they release that beer, it says Nordic Mist, and nerd in Sweden means nerd. So it's basically saying Nordic Mist, and I don't think they intended that when they released that beer. But I thought it was fun. Oh, 20 viewers. Welcome everybody who just joined. It's growing pretty average right now. I had 1 find in 3 probes, and I'm still at a loss, but at least I found something, so I'm... Oh, has this risen so much the last days, or is someone just messing up the market? Well, it's better than my bell car anyway. There we go, depleted. 21 viewers, welcome! So let's see what happens now. And in total, I think I'm doing, if I'm not calculating wrong, I think I'm doing 34 probes in total. But I run pretty... Unless I find something, I run pretty far between them, so I won't risk losing them in vain. So I think a lot of people do that mistake when they're out mining. They just drop probe after probe after probe after probe without moving far away enough. And that's what, from what I've experienced from mining, it's not so important which area you are mining in, because... Well, it's kind of important because some areas don't have any rares, but most times you don't find any rares, and then it's more important that you find a lot of deposits. So don't mine too close to each probing, because if you're in a mineral, in an area without a lot of minerals, you're going to waste a lot of probes in vain. So it has an average search, the average range of 60 meters, I think. So that's basically how long you should run before you drop another probe, if I'm not mistaken. 55 meters, so you should run quite a distance. Just use LBML. I don't know what LBML is. Left button middle loist. I don't even know what a loist is. Left mouse button loist. Lego Brownie Men League. The new game. Lego Brownie Men League. Little Big Mining. Okay, I've never heard of that. So I have no opinion about it, but I suppose it's some kind of application that someone has made. Well, not necessarily 110 meter, because you're also scoring for the sides. So you want to cover the sides as well. And since you're moving in a circle, there's a lot of space that you're failing right now, but I understand what you mean. Now someone is driving like an idiot outside. So probe number 7, and so far I've only had 1 hit, so hopefully this is gonna be bigger. I see someone has gotten 7,000 ped plutonium today, so probably their loot pool is pretty dry, if such a thing exists. Whoa, abundant cumbrits. And I really need to skill up my end matter sometime, so I can use end matters on the last probe, because I'm losing so much from not using it. Hi, this is a very bad area. Well, it's working anyway. I've had much worse, and at least I get some more or less valuable items here. Not just Belcar, so I'm kinda gonna score it out. Yeah. I might check it out, but I'm a little bit afraid of getting viruses and stuff like that, so that's why I don't use any applications. It's the same in World of Warcraft. I try to stay away from add-ons and stuff as much as possible. I'll check it out later, but not right now. Do some research first, so I know it's safe. Also, I don't want to risk getting banned because Mindlock think you're fiffling with the system. Sorry for the caps, well, I have a problem. Someone is not spamming the chat, so I don't know what they're talking about. Some more spam in the chat from my part. Here we go. Dude, that's old stuff, proven concept, no wires. It must have been for pro miners. Ah, must have for pro miners. Yeah, it could be nice. I might check it out. I've never had any big problems mining so far, except you have those runs when everything is going to hell, but that's normal in everything in this game. Doesn't matter if you're crafting or if you're hunting, you always get those periods when you get almost nothing, and then all of a sudden you get something big. Tommy, I will. I think people are starting to get irritated in chat, or someone is anyway. Jeek, I use it. It's allowed. We all use it. Considerable frigolite. I always get a heart attack when I see considerable, because the word is so long, so I always think it's something huge, like enormous or something. And then my mind says, it's just considerable. Finding a considerable deposit with this is not a good find. It's better than no resources, of course, but it's definitely nothing good.
Pretty good.
GN Test Daddy stalking me in the shadow. Thank you for following me, GN Test Daddy. And I hope you watch some of the other things I broadcast as well, not just my Entropia Universe streams. Yesterday I was actually playing some Super Mario 3 while twitching, and the day before that I think it was I played a game called... what's it called again? Yandere Simulator, which is basically a simulator where you're a jealous schoolgirl. You have a senpai, which is also the person you love and stalk a bit, and you can't... you don't have the courage to tell him what you feel, but you also don't want him to date other people, so... Thank you, Nabler, or Nabler, or however you pronounce it. Thank you for following me. Like I said, in Yandere Simulator, so you're jealous and you can't tell him what you feel, and you don't want other people to be with him either. So... in the end, you end up murdering people, breaking their relationships, and pairing them up together and everything. And when I tried to play that game, it ended up like a bloodbath. Oh! That Twitch is still available, and I also put it on my YouTube channel, so if you want to see that game, It's a really fun game. It's very early, just 6% complete at the version I'm playing. And I've downloaded 9% the complete version now. So I'm gonna try it out. This was Cambridge Stone worth 69 ped. And this game is lagging incredibly much to me right now. So I hope my... Hi, I'm Thistletorn. Ah, that's the guy who was talking in the chat. Welcome to my stream. So... now I lost myself. Yeah, this game is lagging pretty much, and I think it's the game because I don't experience anything in the stream, so... If you guys have any problem with my stream lagging, it might be my internet connection, but if you don't have any problems, please write that in the chat because I want to know. So, if I get disconnected, it might be my internet, but I think it's the game service because I was playing World of Warcraft before this and I had no problems whatsoever, and then I logged into this. And I have a lot of lag in my chat as well, so I think it's game side. Thank you, Daddy. JNT, I don't know what JNT stands for, but thank you. I tried to make a very classic overlay when I made this, so in the old Project Entropia there was a blue overlay like you have now, but it was much more, it was kind of grey blue actually, so I was gonna go with that, but I choose a little bit brighter blue. No, it's not the game. The game is, I don't know if you can see my mouse pointer. Do you see my mouse pointer? Is that invisible to you guys? But everything to the left or everything on top of the blue or to the left of the blue lines is my own customization, so it's not part of the game. J is Joshua, NT is Tegan, they are my... Ah, okay. Then I see, so we have a daddy looking here. You should tell your sons to also watch this unless they're too young. I know I had a cousin once and I let him try Project Entropia in the old days, and then he was like 10 or 11 years, I think he was 11, and he struck a global, and it was in the old day when you didn't know how much it was until you drilled it up. So he was sitting in school, he was having anxiety, he was so nervous because he was at my place, he drilled it up, and then when he was almost finished his mom called him like, "You are going to go home and eat!" And then he couldn't come back, so he was sitting in school the entire day. He was shaking, he was thinking about that global. Oh, I wonder how much I'm gonna drill up, I wonder how much is left. And then he came back to me immediately after school. He clicked 3 times and then it was done. That's a really great. I have a YouTube channel as well, so they can watch that. But I'd recommend they stay away from the Postal movies. I don't think it's intended for them if they're too young. Unless you want them to watch them, then it's okay. But it's a very brutal game. As well as John Deere Simulator. Here we go, probe number 11. Whoa, 58 ped Cambridge. Oh my god, it's lagging so much. To be honest with you, I don't know who Jacksepticeye is. Jacksepticeye, I don't know who that is. He's probably someone's famous, but I can't keep track on everyone who's famous. As long as I have the Swedish comedy group, what are they called again? I Just Want to Be Cool, but they're in Swedish, I don't think you're gonna find them interesting. And Angry Video Game Nerd, John Tron, and what's he called again? That weird guy. Pro Jared. Those are the 4 main YouTubers I follow. Okay, if he's verbal, then they can probably watch my thing. I wonder how my skills are going. I really appreciate it when I get those big ones. Like one time I had like 1,700 ped, I think it was Belka or Lysterium or something, so I was drilling for ages. And I appreciate that more than a tower, because you get a lot more skills from mining like this when I do now. Like you can see here, if it's not too small for you, I don't have very high skills in mining, but it's enough, whoa, to keep me afloat, kind of. Oh, I'm starting to get close to a land area, oh. And I'm overweight. This is actually a pretty good Twitch, because now I have 27 watchers. How long have you played? Do you remember? I have played since November 2003. I actually played a little bit earlier. Where is the repair tool? Sorry, not the repair tool, I mean refine tool. I can show you something if the webcam isn't too small. But I've been in this game since it was beta, but then I was using a 56k modem, so I couldn't actually play it. It was lagging too much. But 2003 was when I started playing for real, because that's when we got our broadband at home. So, and then I've taken a few breaks too, because I needed to do other stuff, like playing World of Warcraft, EverQuest 2, and also I have a job. I work at Pizza Hut somewhere in Sweden, so... which is kind of nice and boring at the same time. You get tired of the food after a while. But we changed menu at Pizza Hut a few months ago, like 2 months or something. 3 maybe. So there's a lot of cool things now. We have like a... how much money I put into the game? Well, I deposited 3,000 peds once. Pretty near the start. I think I had been playing for 2 years when I did that, because I was tired of sweating and all that. Then I deposited 5,000 ped another time, or maybe it was 6,000, to buy this... no, not to buy the Apollo, to buy this Omegaton Igni. And then I used some leftovers for ammo and whatever it was. So... but most of the things I use now is things that I got from that Daikiba, which is... I think it says something up in the upper left corner, but I got an 18,000 ped Daikiba once, and I'm pretty much staying afloat on that one still today. But I was playing really cheap in the beginning. I was just sweating, and then I was lucky to find a friendly person who was Cumbrit Stone large. I found a friendly player called Bojan Kristan who was who wanted me to be in his society, and then that was before the first land grab, so he basically gave me a few hundred. He gave me like 100 pence, and then I went and skilled them up, and then he gave me 100 pence when those were over, and then that kept going on for like 7 runs or something. And I asked him if is this okay, but he was, yeah, I need firepower during land grab, because then there was a skill requirement to enter Amethra, and you couldn't enter if you didn't have that. But then the land grab came, and we died immediately, and then the fun was over. But I didn't complain. I'd gotten a lot of free skills, so I was lucky in that way. And then of course all the Hoffs and Globals, and mining used to work very, very well in the old days as well, because then the deposits were much closer to each other. Do you Strachan? I suppose you're meant to say, do you know Strachan? I recognize Fru Snabel is a name I recognize, but I think that was from long ago. Strachan is still mining. I don't have him on my friend list, and I don't speak to him much. I think I talked to him a little bit on the forums, maybe commented his posts and such, but it's no one I know in-game or something. But I know who it is, and he keeps hoffing all the time. And he has insane skills unless you have sold any. Because I remember in the old game, he used to... in the old game you had... when you had huge skills you pulled up more, so I remember that he could go around... everybody else got around 30 ped on an abundant deposit, and he could get globals on them, so... I definitely remember him. He was bragging on the forums alright, and I was so impressed, and it was actually Strachan who made me wanted to go mining, because I saw how he was doing, and I realized that mining was much simpler to profit from than hunting. Okay, I didn't know about First Neighbor, but I know Strachan. Per Strachan Kollebolle is from Sweden. That's obvious from his name. I don't know where Kollebolle comes from, but he was boss. Definitely boss at mining. But let me see now. I think I'm gonna go over there, and while I do that, I'm gonna run and show something for you. Because I have these two things. I actually made a YouTube clip about those, so you might have seen them on YouTube. I have this Entropia Universe CD, which I have no idea where I got from. I think I got it when I visited Mindark once. We visited Mindark and sat in that Saya King chair. But we lost that film because we never... It was before the digital camera time, so we had it on normal camera. And sadly we never produced that film, so it was lost. And it's sad because that was a really, really cool picture. It was a one-time camera we bought at the place too. Whoa! Okay, I accidentally clicked, so here's the next click. Oh my god, there are fouls here. I hate fouls. They're so high aggro range. The second one... But Mind, I don't know if they have it still, but Mindark, if you go into their building and go to the top floor where Mindark has their office... Whoa. Unless they moved, I don't know. But then they have that Saya King chair right before the entrance into the offices. So if you go there and want to visit them, something you can get to sit in that chair if they haven't removed it. And then I also have this one, Project Entropia CD, which looked badly burned. Which Mindark sent me because I signed up for the beta or whatever it was. And then they sent me this disc. And it says Media Beta Video on the bottom of it, but they haven't checked anything. No, I never met. We asked for Marco, but we couldn't meet him because he was busy. So we met some other guy. I have no idea who that guy was. But he went into the office and then he went back. And then he gave us a poster. Oh, 70 ped Cumbrits. So I don't remember if I got that magazine I have from him or if I actually bought it in-game. Where the fuck is my claim? It still says... It says I got in 70 ped Cumbrits. It says searching here. What's your in-game name? It's Poisonous Tommy the Great Snake. Tommy the Great was the old name. I had it on my old YouTube channel as well. But then I decided I wanted to start earning money on YouTube and I had so much copyrighted stuff, so I made a new channel called Tommy the Greatest. It's not because I wanted to show everyone that I'm best and everything, but it's just because I wanted to kind of keep the same name but at the same time not, so that's what happened. With switch area, if you told me the great something, you want some? What? I didn't understand the word. Switch area if Tommy the Greatest or something you want to. Yeah, but I'm trying this area out now because I haven't been mining here a lot. So that's why I'm trying it. Mostly for experimenting. In the old game before Crying, I knew every landmark. I knew where to get Dunkel, I knew where to get Rugaritz, I knew where to get everything, and then Crying came and everything is a mess. So now I had to learn everything all over again, but I'm experimenting and finding stuff. But this is at least better than just finding Belcar. I'd rather have 9,000 ped of Cumbrits or Frigolite or whatever. Because Belcar, it's easy to sell Belcar, but it's so high value. Sorry, so low value, I mean. By the way, thank you everybody for watching. I have 31 now. I think my record was 32 or 33 watches at the same time. So if you're bored, tell your friends to come so I can break that record. It would be really nice. And follow me, of course. If you want to check out my Facebook and YouTube and blah blah blah, and now I'm advertising as usual, I have links for everything in my description. I might redo that a little bit now because it looks horrible, but it's there anyway. Oh, now I forgot. I'm gonna show you the poster I got at Mindark as well. Or one of them. I actually have two. I got one. We got two because we were two persons. And then we decided to share them with each other, and I got to keep both, or maybe we got three, I don't remember, but I have two posters, and I think my friend had one, so... how much is it left now? On this first? 2 droppings left on the first one. Sorry, 2 drops, I mean. But then I have another amplifier left, so... don't be panicked yet. No resources. Oh, I'm warm. Oh, that's cool. I don't have a lot of followers on Facebook, but I don't use my Facebook so much. It's very good if you want to get in contact with me though, because that's like the only way I stay in touch with people. Of course I have my streams and everything, but if you want to do it when I'm offline, I mean, then it's definitely the best to send a message on Facebook. Or on the forums, but I don't check the forums as much as I check my Facebook. Now I need to try to get over here. I love this part of the game. Ugh. This is some high quality streaming you're seeing here, guys. I'm walking up a mountain at slow motion pace. So I'm gonna do like this to keep it a little bit more entertaining. Yeah, markup stuff is nice, but the problem with markup stuff is that you almost never get it. I would try some better hard markup places if I got a better finder. This one is really nice, but there are some that are incredibly much better than this one. That has like 1,000 meter search depth, and I think it's a waste of money to even try and find something without those. Abundant cumbrates. This area seems to be rich in cumbrates anyway. That's something I learned today. I'm gonna go and grab that poster for you guys so you can check it out. Whoa! I got some skill gain. 22 in the driller profession. Okay, tasty class. I am using... I'll pull the specs up for you, so then I'll go get that poster. This is the amplifier I'm using. Simplex TK120 amplifier with 700 meter surge depth. Okay. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing because I can't find it. Well, I have a second poster, but then I can't show that because it's nailed to the wall. I wonder where I could have put those. Hopefully I find a really big Lusterium and then I can walk away and look for that poster. No, not Lusterium, I mean extremely large Rugaritz or Dunkel, which is kind of impossible since I'm not doing N matters right now. Which leads me to remember that I need to change it. So that was the first stamp. I wasted around 480 ped. And I've gotten 189, 100... Well, I have around 400 ped of 480 ped spend or something, so that's not really bad. It's actually pretty good. So if I find something really big now, it's going to make me... So, anything... Huh? Please select the resource. If I find something around 200 ped or 250, 300, something like that, is more or less guaranteed profit now, unless this goes too horrible. No resources. You don't use enhancers for going deeper? I never use enhancers. I think they're a waste of time because you never know when they will break. The stream sound is off, and I tried listening to it before and I couldn't hear anything, so I don't know what's wrong. Maybe you should restart your stream or something, because it's definitely not looping. Is everyone hearing double sound? Because I never had that problem when I tried to listen to it before. And my Twitch is turned down, so there's no sound available on it either. Otherwise I would hear double sound here as well. No resources. Well, then it's something with you, I don't know. Maybe you started 2 Twitches or something, that's a classic. You use it on find rare most, I guess. Normal. Okay. Well, then I know something isn't wrong. And it shouldn't be. I am not using my phones, but I have pretty low volume on my speaker, so it shouldn't interfere with my twitching. Oh, I hate this. Has anyone noticed on the map that this area looks like a swirl? where I'm at now. No resources. If you look closely, bleh, you see that this area looks like a whirlwind. I don't know if anyone has noticed that, but I notice it every time. Take off and on your cam. I think that will help in your OBS. Really sorry about that. Don't ask me how, but I was able to open a pop-up of this page. Okay, so he obviously opened 2 windows at the same time, which is kind of what I suspected because it's a classic. But I wonder, now I'm starting to get anxious because I want to know where my envelope with all those things are. Oh, I wasn't meant to drop it yet, I was just meant to equip it, so I hope I find something now. That was an unintended drop. Whoa! 59 ped cumbrits again. Oh my god. I hope I can summon it from there. Phew! Then I can breathe again. Calypso is so beautiful. Yeah, it is. Some places like... what's it called? Well, of course the starting zones, because they've made a ton of effort on them. And I love the area around Fort Troy. It's a shame that the mobs there kill you in like 2 hits or something. Okay, I exaggerated, but they're dangerous mobs there. They're volcano area, I mean. With all those robots, and it's so beautiful. When the terrain is not flickering as it do on my computer. By the way, this was 59 ped cumbrits for those who didn't see. Now I'm gonna try to find that envelope again. Yeah, I found it! Ah, it's not finished yet. So... okay. I seem to have gotten another issue of Entropia, so now I have 2. I didn't remember that I had this one. And there's some... I bought my first vehicle, man. Yeah, it's definitely, but I don't have any vehicles because I'm too cheap to use the oil, which is kind of ironic because the teleportation ship is more expensive. But I kind of like using the teleportation ship. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's much quicker to walk around in it.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Thank you, Tasty Class, for following me. I appreciate every follower I can get. Because I'm trying to beat PewDiePie or... no, wait, what's it called again? On YouTube it's PewDiePie. I'm trying to beat. Here it's... what's it called? Erik Lessek Lyric. That's the name. Lyric. Which is gonna take a while, but I won't get there if I don't try. So, every follower I can get is appreciated. Every donation too, but I haven't gotten none yet. So that's for the future to come. If I could live doing this, I would do... oh, now there are too many mobs. I don't want to go there. I'm gonna show you the poster the next time I find the deposit now, because I found that thing. Ooh, it's warm. Just when people are coming with presumptions. I might brag a little bit in the chat. No, not brag, advertise, I mean. Didn't Lyric play CSGO? To be honest with you, I haven't watched Lyric a lot. I've just seen him. I've been like browsing Twitch sometimes because I want to see something, and I see some unknown game and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try this. And the first thing I see, Lyric. Okay. But it's actually my brother who was talking about Lyric all the time, so I'm not so into Lyric and I don't know what he's doing or anything. I just know that every time I find him online, he has like 30,000 viewers or something, and the chat is pouring in with messages. And that's, I think Lyric has some kind of settings. Oh, this looks so buggy. The fog is in front of the ground instead of behind it. Oh, mollusks, they're not so dangerous, but hopefully there are only mollusks here. I don't want the other crap now. But Lyric has some settings so only subscribers who pay to watch him can write in the chat. Imagine if all those people watching him was writing in the chat and he didn't have that. It would be a catastrophe. But I'll be there someday. Then I'll sit here and have like 5,000 watchers while I mine in Entropia universe. Half of them Mindark employees trying to find bugs. Well, considerable calorite. Well, I kind of like mass streams because they're obviously very successful, so they're kind of role models for me. But the problem with mass streams is that they get so much chat and stuff going on, so they just ignore the people after a while. Girl screams. Well, honestly, I mostly watch girl screams myself. There is one guy who's pretty cool, but I don't remember his name. I only have 6 followers. Sorry. I only have 6... I only follow 6 people myself on Twitch so far, and 5 of them are girls, so that says a lot. But yeah, that's kind of... That's exactly the thing I mean, because if I got big now, and I was sitting here and I had like 5,000 watchers, and I would try to cope with the chat, it would be impossible. I would love to answer everybody, but obviously that would not be possible. So I would just be sitting here reading the text. Ah, someone complained about something weird, trolling. And then I'd just continue playing the game. I wouldn't have time, so maybe once in a while I would have time to answer somebody. So it's a little bit, it's a split opinion. But on the other hand, you make a lot of money if you have a lot of followers, and that's kind of nice too, because then you can do this. Right now there's no... I'm on vacation right now, that's why I'm twitching so much. When I go back to work after my vacation is done, I'll be like twitching once a week or something again. But for now I'm twitching almost every day because I have the time, so... But in a few days there will be... Actually tomorrow, Narcon will start, and then I'll go to that. It's a cosplay convention, so... then I'll be kind of busy for 4 days, but then I'll be back streaming, I think. And editing some movies from the cosplay convention, of course. I'm not judging you cause you see it, but I hate most of the chat there. All they say is boobs, show us, and you're hot, I'm in love. Could be. But some of the streamers get really offended when they do like that too, so it depends on who you're watching. Sharnab. Hello Sharnab, I don't remember if you've written in the chat before. But I'm working at the restaurant, I'm working at Pizza Hut actually. So I work as a waiter, so I'm walking out with pizzas. It's not a very prestigeful job, but it's fun, you meet a lot of people and you're social, and sometimes they tip as well, which is nice. My record was like 500 Swedish crowns in one day in tip, and that was really nice. So for 500 Swedish crowns should be around... What can it be? $80 I think, maybe, $70 or $80. Comic-Con? No, Narcon, it's called Narcon, the one I'm going to. I visited Comic-Con Sweden last year, but now it's Narcon. It's located in Linköping. Whoa! Linköping. The Anum Stone. That's long ago since I got that. 67 ped of it. I heard someone said it has risen in value. Ah, just 120%. I remember when it was worth like 200. Or was it even more? No. Around 200%. Well, yeah. Well, I don't make the pizzas, I go out with them. The kitchen does the pizzas, and then we complain on the kitchen when something goes wrong. I could show my cleavage, but I think I'll lose all of my watches if I did, so I'll stay away from that. I don't know if it would be breaking the Twitch rules if you show cleavage on a man though, but I don't want to take that risk. Now that I started to get a lot of followers and stuff, I don't want to lose them all again and start over. Lysterium? Honestly, I never remember Lysterium and Belcar being 200%. I remember that it was like 115, 130%, but never 200. Unless someone was maybe... Oh, fuck! Fuck! I'm dead, I'm dead. No? Oh, I thought I was gonna die there. Ooh. Someone is complaining about the lag in the chat now too, so it's obviously not just me. I'm in Jeebus. Here in Portugal, when you go to the beach and it's boobs everywhere. Believe me, it's boobs in Sweden too. Tons of them all over. But if you say something positive about them, people are gonna get pissed off. That's the culture in Sweden. Unknown. It's not large enough for a global, so what did I find is more Dianum? I found unknown, size unknown, resource unknown, 670 meters, so it might be something rare. 250% for Lysterium. That's insane. But I remember that Angelic used to sell for 500%, so I know where to find Angelic, so I could just go there and mine Angelic all day, go and sell it for 500% and profit like hell. Those were the days, I promise, but now Angelic is like 110% or something. In the old days, mining was so much funnier. You never knew how much you got until you had pulled it up, and rare stuff was still pretty available, but it had a high market value. You would stream naked. Well, it's pretty hard getting donations if you're not a girl, I think. Well, not to everyone. I've seen famous male streamers getting donations and just pouring in too, so it's possible. But some of them are sadly troll donations which are never gonna come through, so... I don't know how many times I've seen people get donations of like $10,000 and then they like stop breathing and flip out completely just to get it removed after a while. But there was actually a girl who got a $7,000 donation once, and like 6 months later it hadn't been returned, so I think that one was real. But most of those times when you get donations that high, it's just fake that people do because they want to trick the streamer, and that's so wrong. But I would say mining is a big gamble in this game. Yeah, it's a big gamble. It was a big gamble in the old days too, but it was at least safer than it is now. It was still some risk, but it was way easier to profit, especially if you knew the areas with the good minerals. I remember there was a binary resource near north of the old oil rig. There was a small little place with a fence and some daikibas and stuff. And this place used to spawn a binary deposit over and over again. So you could go there, mine that deposit up, wait a few days, get back to the exactly same location, mine it up, and then you could keep doing that. Holy crap, I don't know who Soda is, but if that was real, I want to be him. I don't think it's possible to make donation over 10,000 Swedish crowns in PayPal though. But maybe he was using something else, I don't know. But if those were real and never were removed, then I don't know who Soda is, but I'm definitely gonna do a YouTube for, gonna Google, yeah, make a YouTube search for that. If he got it on YouTube. Because it sounds insane to me. What? I thought I had 140 last time I checked as well. Have I lagged out or something? No resources. Am I even wasting this? Yep. Ah, Never Die song. I wonder if Never Die is playing more anymore. I never see him. Hello, little Fimp. I don't know if Fimp is the Swedish word for Fimp, but hello, little Fimp. I was never a hunter, but now is what I'm doing because I don't know I can profit now. How the fuck do you sorry for swearing, but how the fuck do you profit in hunting? I've tried hunting and I always lose. Unless I find something like a huge, generic ship or a rare item, but that's so rare. Soda Poppin is the full name. Ah, 35! Woohoo! I just broke my view record. I think the old one was 32 people watching my stream. I should really make these runs longer and go out with 4 amplifiers or something so that my my stream can have some time to grow. But maybe I'll buy another 2 amplifiers. Sizable. Oh, another fake heart attack. Sizable is one of those sizes I always believe is higher than they really are. Because I'm only level 13 at hunting. Should that be better to be a low level? Does this even sell anymore? Yeah, that's cool. It's a shame that she passed away though. I think she was a movie star or something from semi-erotic movies or something, but I never heard of her really. I watched her after she passed away and they put that shrine up on Treasure Island. I did some googling and I never heard of those movies she was in. But it was a shame. But that song is really nice, so I'll definitely check out Soda Popping if I remember. Send a private message on the Entropia forums and I'll check out Soda Poppins, otherwise I'm probably gonna forget it. I have so much going on in my head right now. I have the Twitch, I have personal catastrophe problems as usual, and then I have the convention going on, so there's a lot in my head right now. And my World of Warcraft addiction. Whoa, nice! You were hunting Kerberos yesterday? It could also be that you're in a special loot pool swing, because from what I gather when I play, loot is up and down. Sometimes you get a lot, sometimes you get hardly anything. But you need to... Anything happening? No resources. You need to survive those drops to reach the highs as well. Whoa! 37 watchers! It's going way skyrocketing for me today. You know, I might actually celebrate this many viewers with buying some more amplifiers, so if you want me to, I can buy some more amplifiers and continue mining a little bit more. I just hope my... Ooh! You see? You see? Luck is with me today. I found Paplon! 16 Paplon, so it's not with me today. But, I was gonna check if my... No! He's gone offline! The person selling me the amps is offline now, so I can't buy more unless I go for the auction, but they're very high right now in the auction. Whoa, 40! I'm breaking records today! Not in deposits, but in views. Viewers. Maybe people came for the Never Die song. What? I never played WoW. Wait, we're 50? Soda Pop himself says that he was starting to stream today, he would never be anyone. So I hope that helps your morale. Yeah, it really does. There are a lot of those things which you were wishing that you were in from the start. If I was on YouTube from the start, then I'd probably be a lot more famous than I am today. It's kind of a shame, because I sit here and I edit a lot of movies. And I put them up, and I expect every time I go like, yeah, I hope this one turns into a hit, and then I get like 150 viewers, and I've been sitting there editing the movie for several hours, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this, and then I make another one. But it's so much harder to get noticed on stream or on YouTube or Twitch or anything today than it was before when it was new. But on the other hand, The webcam quality was so horrible in the old days. Now I can actually look good. My picture quality can look good anyway. So I used a really crappy cam. Now I have this blue thing which is flat and shines and has a lot of features, but I was using an old globe one before and it was horrible. I stream too, and people don't even have the minimum idea of how much work this gives you. You mean if you're supposed to edit and stuff? Yeah, it takes a lot of time to design your interfaces. You need to buy equipment like the web camera, editing software. Whoa, and also you need to spend a lot of time on twitching and everything, so... It's the same with YouTube. I have actually withdrawn money from YouTube once, but it was only like 700 Swedish crowns, and that's like $50 or something. No, wait. I mean $90, I think. Or something like that, but that was after 2 years of YouTubing, so it's not a good pay. And then we have people like PewDiePie earn like $7 million every month, and that's just sick. Now I got the death music. But I wonder how I'm supposed to get some cheap amplifiers now. Whoa, Scaboria's level 17, okay. I thought it said 117, so I thought it was a stalker or something. Here we go. Now I only have one drop left after this, I think. But I could probably buy some more amplifiers if you're interested in seeing that. Large. Why do I just keep finding large and stuff like that today? It's not normal. Normally you get globals almost every time when you find something. Yeah, now people left. 3 persons left now. But it was nice to break the record anyway. 40 viewers is a lot more than I had before. The old record was like 32, so it's a very big increase. And I remind everybody who's new, click the follow button and get 30 seconds of frame in my video here. That's just a little teaser if you didn't do that already. Also, you get to see my foot in the lower left corner. It's actually my own foot, so if you want to see my foot, just click the follow button. But I think you can actually see my foot in the upper left corner sometimes too, so whatever. Yeah, now I get the skill boost. I really need that when I'm done. 5-minute skill boost, mining. I have 1 drop left and then I get the skill boost. And now I didn't even think of what... Calderite. Yeah, Markiplier seems to be pretty deep in his pockets. It's a foot. Do I need any more explanations? A foot is always a foot. They're so underrated. Without feet, this world would be so incredibly... Well, it wouldn't be the same place. It's so warm here. No resources on the final one. So I guess it's back to town to me. But if you guys want to, I could probably buy 2 more amplifiers if I find something relatively cheap. So it's up to you guys. If you want to continue watch my stream, then write so in the chat now, because then I can extend it a little bit. But if you're not interested in seeing more mining, I'll probably round this Twitch up soon. But right now I have time to Twitch, so if you want to, I can do it a little bit longer. But then you're gonna have to watch me while I walk around and try to find amplifiers. My chest is starting to hurt a bit. I think I have a sore throat again. Well, someone just left, so someone didn't want to see more mining, obviously. Ah, Relicu! Relicu, I don't remember your name, so welcome to my chat. Sorry, my Twitch, I mean. And to my chat. What armor is that, mate? Nothing special. Thank you for following me, Stormin888. Another follower to stalk me every day, or most of the time anyway. I appreciate every stalker I can get here. Gremlin armor with that beetle's hair. I guess you don't have to explain what's up with your foot pick. Like I said, a foot is a foot. And I don't know if I have beetle hair. I really want to paint it black now, but it's too late for the convention to do that. I might shave everything off, so I get stubs. But we will see. Kör på! Stormen is Swedish. But I have to keep English in English at this. So... But it's a gremlin armor. It's pretty cheap armor to buy, and it's very if you put some 5B platings on this gremlin armor, it's very economical to hunt melee mobs with. And that's the reason why I have it. I don't want to buy something more expensive. Well, I want to, but it's too expensive. If I want something like the Animal series, where they're pretty expensive if you don't buy something bad, so... But I need to find some amplifier somehow. I wish this guy could go online again. Because I usually buy my amplifiers from him. But I'm gonna calculate my losses and everything. Then I'm gonna grab some water, maybe take a bio break and find some new amps. But I'll definitely keep streaming, so I'll do another amp run. So go take a break or something right now if you want to. You can stay until you know what I've gotten, of course. But I'm gonna calculate my losses and stuff right now. But I cashed out. Yeah, but Nemesis isn't so good anymore. It was good in the old days, and it's definitely a potent armor, but compared to the newer Animal series and stuff like that, it's not very much to have anymore. It's definitely better than Gremlin, of course, but it's still not one of the best. Supped up my car. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. So this is the boring part where I count everything. I might as well find... I need to check the auction first before I tell you to wait, because I need to know if something decent is there. Tommy, do you have an... Hello, Danerik! Do you have an idea for a new video at Entropia Universe for noobs like your previous ones? Well, I actually don't play Entropia Universe much other than when I'm streaming right now, so right now, no. Because I'm playing a lot of World of Warcraft at the time, so that's where my interest is right now. I might definitely do a lot more Entropia Universe videos, but right now it's nothing I have planned, because I have Narcon coming up soon, a convention, and then I'll have to edit a lot of cosplay videos and stuff like that, so in the near future I definitely don't have, but it might come. I just don't know what it would be about. So I think I covered most of the important stuff in that how to make PED video. 445. What? Okay, so I need to write this down. 445. 465. 445, 465. That's damn expensive for an amplifier. Because I normally buy them for 438 each. But I'm doing this for you guys. And for myself, I might strike it rich, you never know. But now... time to check how much I lost. Where is my cell phone? Oh, I never showed you the poster. I need to show you the poster as well. So now I got some Badoo stuff coming up here. Here we go. No, not the calendar. There, calculator. So first I need to calculate how much I spent. 438, 438, and then I had 60 ped of probes, so 936. Oh, I need to check my decay as well. No, not the armor. 303, 93903. No, not this one. Well, it's not so bad actually. It's a decent run. I didn't lose too much. So minus 706.56. So in TT value I lost 232 ped, but that's pretty little considering I was using 2 amps. This is normally what you lose on 1 amp, so it's a pretty good run. Now I just need to write this shit down somewhere. I'm starting to run out of paper. Here we go. 23247, 23247 minus 23247 plus 9868,21. Nej! Nio, 6, 3, 5, 7, 4. There we go, now I'm finished calculating. So I'm just gonna put this to storage, then I'm gonna drink some water, and someone is calling me right now, so I need to take that phone call. But I'll continue this mining round. If you want to, and make me a favor, tell your friends to come and check out the next run. Spam some people in game. Anything, really. That helps increase my viewer base. You know, I could actually, when the next one is finished, I could actually have a meetup at my home in Genesis Star. No! No, I forgot my probes now. So I actually earned even more. 26 more. 26. 96. I really shouldn't take this many probes, but it's easier for me to remember because when I always buy 30 probes per amp, so it's easy for me to remember. So it's kind of pointless really, but it's easier for me to remember, so I do it like that. 60 pad, yes. So I'll go out and do some more mining, but I need to take a break for a few minutes. Chat with each other or something. I need to get some water, and then I need to call home and see what they wanted. But I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back now. I got a phone call because I have a snake. I don't know if you've seen it on my YouTube channel, and I didn't bring it with me when I moved. And she's laying eggs right now. Normally she lays those eggs around the start of June, late May, start of June, but right now she hasn't laid them egg and we've been worried for her. And now my parents called and they think that she's not moving, so she might have died. I'm honestly not sure what has happened. But on the other hand, they thought she had died a few days ago too, and then she suddenly started moving, so I don't know if they're just over worried or something. But I need to go home and check that out later. But I'm gonna do these runs now, and after that I might have to break. I don't know. One part of me wants to go home right now and check her so that she's well, but I don't know. Would you guys forgive me if I aborted this Twitch now and came back later today? Because I think I need to go home and check my snake so she's fine. It's hard to know with snakes because they don't have any eyelids, or the only real way you can see if they're alive is if they're breathing, so... Yeah, okay. But stay tuned. If you want to see when I go online next, you can follow me, because then you're gonna get some notifications. So I'm gonna go home now and check that my snake is fine. She might be dead because snakes usually only get around 20 to 30 years, and she's about 20 years, so I'm not surprised if it's happened. But yes, go check on your snake. Go check. Life is more important than silly Twitch. Yeah. So I'll be back later today, depending on what happens at home. Of course, now I might stay home. Maybe I won't Twitch today, maybe I will. But if you follow me, you're gonna see if I'm back, and then I'm gonna tell you what happened to my snake. Hopefully she's just being stiff because she's tired, because normally when she lays eggs she becomes like a zombie, so that's hopefully that's the thing. But they said they said that it was smelling rotten in her cage, and that's not a good sign. But on the other hand, her eggs are starting to smell rotten after a while too, so it might be that her eggs are starting to rot inside of her or something as well, and that's why she's feeling bad. But we'll see. I'll have to cancel this Twitch now because of what's happening with my snake and go check on her. But like I said, I'll probably be back. Either I'll be back later this night, or maybe I won't be back in a few days, because like I said, I have the convention coming up and stuff. But thank you for wishing me luck anyway. I need to go back and check her. But I'll be back in a few hours maybe, and if I'm not back in a few hours, it might take until Monday the next time until I go twitching. But thank you for watching anyway, it's appreciated, and I broke my new record today with 40 viewers at once, and that's a huge step. The first record I had was 7 viewers when I played Super Mario or something. Then I got up to 31 or 32 the last stream. Sorry, not the one with the Hall of Fame, I mean. And now I got 40, so I'm pretty happy anyway. But it will happen what happens. I'll keep you guys updated in my next stream what happened to my snake. Hopefully it's nothing to worry about. So, see you guys. And don't forget to check out... Ah, there's a picture of my foot again. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel if you haven't done that yet. And my Facebook and all those things. I don't want to sit here and advertise because you'll find it yourself. It's all on Twitter and on YouTube. So, bye bye and welcome back.